Hello class, let's continue new topic, that is high level languages. So class, yesterday we were discussed that machine language and assembly language, these languages have some drawbacks, like they only understood by computer, but the problem comes with the user, the programmer, because programmer or user, they don't understand the machine language or assembly language because they are in the form of binary codes, that is zeros and ones. So this is difficult to understand. So these, keeping in mind these drawbacks, we come across and we overcome with the HLL, high level languages. Here in high level languages, they are very user friendly languages. These languages use simple English words which we use in day-to-day life. You give instruction in the simple English language, you give instructions and you will get the result also in the simple English language. What we do here, the concept is, in high level languages, this is our computer. We give instructions, we give input, type English words, instructions, input, output, whatever instruction. If you want to add two numbers, if you want to multiply two numbers in high level languages like in C++, Java, Python. So you just type English words. In the time of processing, computer only understands binary language. So it will convert the codes, convert the instruction to the machine code by translator, like compiler or interpreter. I told you that translator program is a program that is the mediator between user and computer languages. Computer only understand binary language, user understands some high level languages. So we write in English language the words day-to-day life that we use, user-friendly words. Computer translate by a translator like compiler, interpreter in their machine codes. Okay, after processing, they provide the output in the English. It will provide the output in our own language. So that's why we can understand. So this is the concept in the high-level languages. Some high-level languages like the example C++, Java, Python, COBOL, Fortran. These are some high-level languages. They use simple English words, day-to-day words that we use in our places, and these are simple instructions that computer understand. So some advantages here that they are very portable. You can use these languages in any computer. They are totally machine independent. Machine independent means you can install and you can use it on any computer. So they are very portable, machine independent. And some disadvantages also, they are like they take longer execution time and some more memory space in the computer. So this is all about high level language. Next we come to fourth generation language, 4G, OOP. So children, fourth generation language is basically the upgraded version of third generation language. Here we use object oriented programming. Like if you want to make some software, so you want to develop some program, you will use objects here. You will use some entities, some objects here. That is why it's called object oriented programming. It is just the upgraded version. The problems or the debugs or some upgradations here we find, we upgrade it to the fourth generation language. So this is more fresh and more upgraded version, and this is mainly used for databases and scripts. So some examples of fourth generation languages are Ruby. Again, Python, it is also upgraded. This is the upgraded version. Python here is not much upgraded, so here it has some more objects, so it is upgraded. Python, DBase, so because we are using this fourth generation language in databases that we will understand in the later classes. DBase, and the most important fourth generation language is SQL, structured query language. Structured query language. So This is the upgraded version. They use objects, object-oriented programming. Some advantages in these programmings. Again, these are machine independent. You can install it anywhere and use it. And they are very portable. They use simple words. Some disadvantages, if you want to know. So they are take some more time in execution. Execution time is larger. Some more space in your memory. So this is all about your 4th generation language. Now let's give the abbreviations here. COBOL. We know COBOL is Common Business Oriented Language. Common business. This is for COBOL language is just for business purpose, doing some business work, business programming. Okay. And Fortran is formula translation. Java and Python it is here. And SQL is important 4th generation language, that is structured query language. And this is all about your 3rd generation language and 4th generation language. Okay, our next topic will be 5th generation language and some interpreters, and we will discuss in the next video. Thank you, class.